Hello and welcome to Naughty Clicker News, the show where I look back at some of the gaming and pop culture happenings of the week that was. But before I do, I want to give a shout out to all my wonderful patrons who keep this one-woman show up running and more or less sane. If you'd like to join them, links below. So let's jump into it, starting with the elephant in what seems to be every room at the moment, which is the monumentally mind-melting mega flop, which is Warcraft 3 Reforged, the rancid rehashing of a much-loved fan favourite. Honestly, the stupidity, short-sightedness and rampant greed of Blizzard is on full display once again. Not only does Blizzard care more about profit than morality, see its handling of the Blitzchung incident, not only does it care nothing for the dedicated creatives who slave at the coalface of its game production, see their starvation wages, crunch culture, bean counter-driven pocket reality, and now it seems they enjoy pissing on their customers from a very great height without even having the common courtesy of pretending that it's rain. I mean, keeping it entirely real. When you are making a record profits, then you decide to slash staff numbers across the board. When you are reanimating old franchises to milk that cash cow of nostalgia, and then decide to cripple the development team's ability to not only do the franchise justice, but you decide to make it so they don't even have the time and resources they need to create a functioning game, whilst, I might add, simultaneously flaunting countless consumer protection laws across the globe. I think it's safe to say at this stage that Wackety Pissard's board of directors needs some, time for self-reflection, if such a thing is possible. When their collective heads are so far up one another's bottoms, the human centipede could be a fly-on-the-wall documentary for their corporate culture. However, I count myself amongst the lucky few because, unlike countless others, I have managed to get a refund by sending a polite yet quite firm request to their customer service team. Thank you very much to those people. Now, I love the creatives, the actual human beings who pour their heart and soul into these games at Activision. This is not a roast of them in any way, shape or form. This is a verbal flaying of the mismanagement and squandering of customer goodwill and loyalty by the top brass. What can we as fans of the now long dead Blizzard Gaming do? Well, I guess we could vote with our wallets, but how do we do that and not hurt the wonderful workers suffering under this corporate stupidity? If you have any ideas for real, share them in the comments below. As we mourn the loss of one gaming great, I want to look forward, because January had and February will have a few games that might well lighten our weary spirit. So let's start with something that you can jump in right away, the Pedestrian. Full disclosure, I like puzzle games. From straight logic to cinematic room escape set pieces, it's a bit of a guilty pleasure of mine, and the Pedestrian seems to tick all my boxes. Great visuals and animation, a tested concept presented in a new way, with a level of polish and skookum art not often seen in indie developers. It's an engrossing game which encourages non-linear thinking, and I love it. If you want to play this game, it's on Steam. Let me know in the comments if you're going to check it out. On to future releases with Best Friend Forever, which could be the only dog dating hybrid game in the world. Now, to be clear, this is not a canine romance game, an idea which some eccentric Japanese indie gamer is working towards making a glorious reality as we speak. No, this is a people dating sim with a puppy maintenance game attached to it. Because, all romance should be punctuated with poop scooping and flea treatments. Quite clearly, all mine were. Now, honestly, I'm hoping this game's dark sense of humour is quirky enough to pull off this kind of oddball matchup. Honestly, it's super fitting for the upside-down timeline we find ourselves in. Embrace the crazy people. Conan Chop Chop is another game with its tongue firmly in its cheek. Starting life as an April Fool's gag to being actually released as a fully fledged game on the 25th of February. Unbelievably enough, this hack and slash looter cooperative game takes only one thing seriously: chibi cuteness? Possibly. Silliness? Probably. Art style is simple but lovely. The gameplay is roguelite, but you may need to turn off the sound after a while because holy shit balls, that's gonna get repetitive. That said, if you're looking for a fun time of blood, guts, and 2D glory with your mates on a wet Wednesday, well, Chop Chop has got your back. The only thing Conan Chop Chop is missing is an Arnold Schwarzenegger cameo. Now, if you are a fan of the twisted fantasy series The Dark Crystal, I have some good news for you, because on the 4th of February, tomorrow in my timeline, The Dark Crystal Age of Resistance Tactical arrives on the Nintendo Switch, the PlayStation 4, Xbox One, PC and Mac. This beautifully rendered classic tactical game has all the charm and quirky monstrousness of Jim Henson's original epic, terrifying children's tale. Explore the world of Thra and battle the malevolent Skeksis to save all of Gelfling kind. Now, the last game that caught my eye this week was Dreams on the PlayStation 4, which releases on the 14th of February 2020 and is also the absolute perfect Valentine's gift for someone called Fornex if their husband is actually watching this. The developers of Little Big Planet Media Molecule have taken that off-kilter style of alternative gaming to the next level with Dreams. But what is it? So there are two modes of play, in quote marks, for this game. So Dream Surfing allows you to traditionally play through games and story modes created by the developers, but Dreams also allows the community to use those gaming tools to create their own games and experiences, their own dreams. So what we would consider as standard gameplay, the developers call surfing. But the next level is dream shaping, and this is where you, the player, get to use the development tools of the dream game to create your own games, your own dreams, your own experiences. Now, you can start a game from scratch, or you can edit and modify and expand other people's dreams, games, experiences. Unlike a lot of Sony PlayStation games, this game had a considerable period of early access where Media Molecule got in contact with very creative individuals in their orbit and asked them to use the tools to show the gaming community what was possible on the platform. So when you open the game, there will be a library of dreams for you to surf through, modify and build off. Dreams aims to be a true community-driven, creative, collaborative hub. And honestly, I cannot wait to dive in and explore and create and share. Let me know what you think about Dreams, the concept, the pros and the cons in the comments below. Now, if you didn't know, Final Fantasy VII Remake has released a new trailer. It is glorious, of course, so if you have been hiding under a rock this week, and I wouldn't blame you if you had, please do your eyeballs a favour and let them bask in the beauty of this much anticipated remaster. Only 36 days to go. And whilst you are still riding that endorphin high of happiness from Final Fantasy VII, head over to the new trailer mashup for the upcoming Marvel Series E's Falcon and the Winter Soldier, WandaVision and Loki. The future just got a little bit brighter thanks to the Superbowl and their super advert section. Thank you very much, American football. In fact, I am so enthused by all these good vibes that I will even be leaving my girl cave this month because Birds of Prey will be gracing a big screen near me on the 7th of February. Now, I hope it outshines the hit and very much miss a roller coaster ride, which was the Suicide Squad. I mean, the anti-hero vibe is one I can happily get on board for, but fundamentally, it needs to be a good yarn. Fingers crossed for this one. I may even be tempted out of my house for a record-breaking second time this month by Guns Akimbo, answering the question, would Harry Potter be a more compelling story if someone had nailed guns to Harry's hand? And I think the answer could be a resounding yes. Yes, it would have been better. I'm going to run away now from all the Harry Potter fans who are going to beat me up in the comments. So that's my naughty clicker news for the week that was. Links below for a deeper dive into all the stories I've covered here. Let me know in the comments what's caught your eye in the happenings in the world. And whilst you're down there, please do like this video if indeed you did like it. Share it if the spirit moves you. Subscribe and ring that bell if you think I've earned it and you don't want to miss any naughty clicks on the channel. And please do show some love to Cody, Kildare, Cub, Molini, Jolly Joe Star, Dark Griever, and all my wondrous, fantabulous Patreons, without whom there would be no naughty clicker anything. If you'd like to join my band of nerdy awesomeness, links below. Now, I hope you will come back and join me again very soon. My Guild Wars 2 Shadow in the Ice lore review and breakdown will be coming out on Wednesday, but until then, as always, thank you so much for watching.